in yesterday's video, I mentioned that I would quite like to sign Gonzalo Montiel because he had a good name. I like saying it. I think it sounds good. But I said he needs a nickname. And I said that I liked I like the fornicator. Paulo the fornicator Fornals, in Spanish, El Fornicador. So I said somebody probably needs to come up with a nickname for Montiel. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not. It's probably just a paper rumour. We're probably never going to sign him. But I thought it was a very good name. Anyway, I've had a couple of suggestions from you fine folk. I haven't got time to do the editing because I've got pictures to edit in. But Apache has said Gonzalo Montiel, also known as the man from Del Monte, or Gonzinho, which is Gonzo's love child, which I guess that's what you get if myself and Ronaldinho had a baby. The other one is from Ronnie Farrow, who says Gonzalo Montiel's nickname could be the Full Monty. Nice one, fellas. I like it. Anyway, enough of nicknames for the moment. So yesterday, yeah, it is yesterday. It's now as I'm talking about it. West Ham played Queen's Park Rangers in a behind closed doors secret squirrel fixture to get both teams fit and ready. I believe we're also going to play Crystal Palace before we then play our game against Wolves. Now, I'm recording this video the night before, so I've recorded this yesterday. I possibly could wait and see if any more information comes out, but it was secret, okay? So, did I say, maybe subject to change. But I'm going to tell you the rumours that I've heard thus far. You may know more by the time you've watched this video. The reason that it's been scarce, and a couple of us have tried to contact the club to get some more information, is the club don't want any information to get out there. And the club gave two reasons for this. Number one, they thought that it wouldn't be a good idea if our tactics got out, if there could be any advantage that might go to Wolves from us tactically and our shape and that sort of thing, which you can understand. And the second reason for not saying anything was they thought, bearing in mind that halfway through the match, Queen's Park Rangers changed their team and just put all their young players on at half time, it would probably be a bit naff for West Ham to be boasting about a 4-1 win. So the tactical reasons and be a naff. So that's why they didn't give out any information. But fortunately, I know nothing about tactics at all. And I am more than happy to be naff and crass and all of that sort of thing. So I'm going to talk about it. I'll tell you now, not that anyone from Wolves would have watched this video, but if they did, you're getting nothing tactical from me. I'm sure because I don't know anything. Now, I'm going to pop up some pictures which have appeared on the official website. And by looking at the pictures, we're going to try and extrapolate who plays and that sort of thing. How floppy their haircuts have become. What I understand thus far, it's that Sebastian Haller, Michael Antonio, Albion Ajeti, remember him? Of course you don't, never seen him before. You've heard of him. They scored. The rumour, and a few people have said, "Oh, I think this player might have scored." I think the fornicator might have scored, basically, as well. I think those might be the 4 goal scorers, but I might be wrong. I'm not pretending to be in the know. I don't pretend in anything. I've had to scratch around and do a little bit of digging just to find that out. Anyway, I'm going to pop these pictures up now. I'm not sure how much we can read into, what's gone on and anything tactically. So the first picture that it shows that the club have put up, it tells us it tells us more than 3 things. It tells us that Jared Bowen, the fornicator himself, and Mark Noble have featured in the game. Now, Mark Noble definitely has the look of a man who's not had his hair cut yet. Whereas Jared Bowen, where's he been? How come he has managed to go to a hairdresser's? It's clipped, it's tidy, it's neat. There we go. That's him doing a little chip. I'll tell you what though. Look at this that picture. They're not kidding when they said the QPR kids were out, are they? I mean, they should be at school. Anyway, We're not boasting about it. We're just saying. This one, it's Sebastian Haller. Go, go, gadget legs. Having said that, that's not a young man trying to stop him from scoring. That's a mature, hairy man. Fornals again. And can you see a little bit blurred out because of the aperture in the lens in the background? I reckon that's Ryan Fredericks. I do wonder if that's Sebastian Haller scoring his goal. The other thing of note, is that one yellow boot and one orange? Or are they... I don't know. Who knows? They'll wear anything these days, won't they? The next picture that I see is the very neatly cropped Jared Bowen with behind him a Thomas Souček. Nobody in the goal. The next one along, so we're getting a little idea of who's playing. It is a very... I thought Mark Noble had a hairstyle. Is that... And that's Declan Rice. Is that Hugo? Is it? I don't know. He's pulling some face. I mean, you might want to capture that. What is Jordan Hugo? What's Jordan Hugo saying? I wish I was still playing at West Ham. Declan Rice's hair has grown so big there's a football sprouting from the top of it. I don't know. It is Hugo. Sorry, I've just noticed it says it on the bottom. What have we got here? Oh, the fornicator. He's not been to the barbers, has he? I don't think so. He looks a bit tired. I wonder how much running around he's done. 2 orange boots, if you notice, from Paolo Fornals. I don't know what's happened there. Who we got here? That's a Jetty, right? That's a Jetty, I think. Oh, the poor goalkeeper. The poor guy, a full-on look on the goalkeeper's face. As the hairy man looks on, there's a different hairy man, actually. There's many hairy men. And a young boy pointing to the sky. As the goalkeeper looks on, as he's rounded. So we can extrapolate that he's been rounded for that goal, I reckon. And he's looking on at Jetty thinking, who are you? World-class striker, obviously. David Moyes looking serious. Someone's got in. Someone snuck in the crowd. You see him? Sat in someone's season ticket seat. Rolled up a bit of paper in his hand for beating the players when they come in at half time. Next up, Arthur Masuaku. And then we've got Jack, the lesser spotted, almost extinct, rarely seen, Jack Wilshere. Marvellous. Sporting the white, orange and yellow boots, may I say. Who's that, you ask? Maybe you don't. You probably don't ask. Xande Silva. I don't know how many changes were made, by the way. It says young Portuguese forward Xande Silva attacks the QPR defence. We'll take your word for it. It might be the warm-up. There's no other players around. Notice, if you will, 4 people sat in the crowd. This is not quite as closed doors as I was led to believe. Next up. Cuddles. It looks like Aaron Cresswell. It looks like Aaron Cresswell hasn't been to the barbers, but he has brushed and manicured his hair, then lacquered it with a bit of pomade or something. Brill cream or whatever, gel or something you youngsters with hair might use. It is wonderfully manicured, the hair. But I don't think he's had a trim up, do you know what I mean? But he's doing well. He is doing really well. He just wants to cuddle. Who's he cuddling? Aaron Cresswell closes down his man during Wednesday's practice match with QPR at London Stadium. It doesn't say who he's cuddling. At least 2 colours on the boots there. Is that it? That's it. That's your lot. What did we learn from that? We learned that Jordan Hugill was slightly shocked to see a football growing out of Declan Rice's hair. We learnt that I think Sebastian Haller couldn't find a complete pair of boots, so he had to wear 2 different ones. And we also learnt that Jared Bowen has illegally snuck off to the hairdressers. And I'll tell you what, if Wolverhampton Wanderers can't gain any information to help them from that video, then they're lost.